While the country slept, the machine moved. Yesterday in Canberra, the Australian Security Intelligence Organisation Amendment Bill number 2, 2025 was rammed through both houses. Labor and the Coalition locked arms like old partners in the same dark room. 26 to 15 in the Senate. Done. That is law. Compulsory questioning powers that were once temporary are now permanent. The net has been wiped. Adults, they can now be seized, held, interrogated without charge on the signature of a politician. No charge, limited silence, restricted lawyers.
And you know what? The Prime Minister, the great shrinking man of Australian politics, who in 2003, when this legislation first came here, said never do that. Said the legislation is without precedent in Australia's second, I'm quoting him here, it's on his website even. It's on his website. The legislation is without precedent in Australia's post-Second World War legal history. Its provisions potentially allow for the mistreatment of ethnic minorities, the suppression of dissent and the detaining and investigation of wholly innocent Australians. That's why he voted against it in 2003. That's his words. And then he went on and he said, an ideological struggle in favour of democracy and freedom cannot be won by giving up democratic values, freedom and respect for civil liberties. This is not a new struggle. Way back in 1800, British parliamentarian Edmund Burke told Parliament, bad laws are the worst of tyranny. That statement is as true today as it was when such a far-sighted legislator first uttered it.
David Shoebridge, he stood up against it. He dragged Anthony Albanese's own words into the light. The ones from when the Prime Minister still pretended to give a fuck about the freedoms that his government is now burying. The Greens fought every vote. One Nation, well, they flipped only because the public started screaming at them. Most Coalition, they stayed out of the way and they just let it pass. This is not one single bad law. This is the quiet tightening of the noose. The digital panopticon. It doesn't kick down your door. It doesn't blare fucking loud sirens. It arrives with bipartisan smiles, a guillotine motion, the media looking the other way. The right to think, the right to speak, the right to refuse, all of it